The ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. Please take your seats. At this time, we ask that you silence your cell phones. Thank you. Friends, guests, students, and alumni of Miami University, please stand to honor the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science graduating class. I present to you the faculty and administration of the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science.
Good afternoon. My name is Andy Durajai, and I'm Vice President and Dean of Miami University Regionals. It is my pleasure to welcome students and their families to this divisional ceremony of the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. I will now introduce members of the platform party and senior staff at the regionals. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Platform party and senior staff, please stand as I call your name. Chair of Education and Society, Dr. Gary Boyer. Chair of Languages, Literatures, and Writing, Dr. Whitney Womack Smith. Chair of Humanities and Creative Arts, Dr. Susan Spellman. Chair of Biological Sciences, Dr. Paul Harding. Chair of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Beth Dietz. Chair of Commerce, Dr. Ted Light. Chair of Nursing, Dr. Stephanie Nicely. Chair of Engineering Technology, Dr. Mert Ball. Chair of Justice and Community Studies, Dr. John Foran. Chair of Interdisciplinary Communication Studies, Dr. Leland Spencer. Our student speaker, Mr. Patrick Vaughn. Our alumni speaker, Ms. Wendy Waters-Cannell. Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Maura Casey. Associate Dean, Dr. Brooke Flinders. Associate Dean, Dr. Lisa Straveska. Senior Assistant Dean, Dr. Pete Haverkos. Please join me in recognizing the platform party and senior staff. Now it's my pleasure to welcome you all to Miami University Regionals and the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science Graduation Recognition Ceremony. This is truly a great occasion for our graduates, and throughout this commencement weekend, I'm sure you have thought back over classes and labs, quizzes and tests, research papers, and group projects. Your memories no doubt include many late nights studying or early mornings getting one last review in before class. Along the way, you balanced reading assignments with family, online discussion groups with job requirements, library research with community service, and clinical rotations. You pursue your degree through the unparalleled challenges of COVID, and you persevered. In times like this, I'm often reminded of the Nelson Mandela quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Well, to the class of 2023, you did it. Now, while we celebrate all that you have accomplished this weekend, we also recognize that the celebrations are for all those who have been with you, supporting you, encouraging you, and lifting you up in so many ways. These celebrations also belong to parents, grandparents, spouses and partners, children, grandchildren, friends, neighbors, and classmates, and all those who have been with you along the way. So class of 2023, I ask you to rise as you are able to thank those who have been with you, supporting you, and encouraging you as you followed and achieved your dream. I'm going to tell you now, class of 2023, you're going to have to get up a lot today, so just be ready for it. Now, there's another group celebrating this weekend. From the day you applied through your last final exam, their combined efforts covered everything from course planning to library assistance, academic and career advising, tutoring, securing financial aid and scholarships, maintaining buildings and grounds, teaching in classes, and meeting with you during and outside of office hours, being available for one-on-one help as you needed it. In short, doing everything to make this weekend possible for you. So that we can thank this group of truly dedicated people who are equally as proud of you, our graduates, I ask that the faculty and staff of Miami University Regionals to rise as you're able so that we can recognize you as well. And one more group on this very special day. Will all the mothers please rise as you're able so we can wish you all a very happy Mother's Day. So, you've turned in your last paper, submitted that last project, taken your final exam, and graduated. But you're not done. I have one more assignment for you. It's an individual assignment and a group project that will require you to use all you've learned and all that you've experienced. Your assignment is this: create the future. It's not an easy assignment, I grant you. But as you work on this final assignment, I want you to keep three things in mind. First, remember that your life up until this moment has been a product of all your experiences, led by those who surrounded and prepared you for today. The late civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hamer once advised, "Never forget where we came from, and always praise the bridges that carried us over." Your families, neighbors, teachers, and fellow students have been those bridges. Together, they are the foundations that supported you and are the bridges that carried you over. Now, you are the bridge as you create the future and carry us forward. Second, Know that you have the knowledge, skills, and ability to create the future. Your life experiences and your Miami experiences have prepared you. You are equipped with the ability to analyze, to synthesize, to apply critical thinking, assessing, to collaborate, and to lead. As you create the future, bring all those to bear on the challenges you encounter and overcome. The future lies in your minds, hands, and hearts as a force for change. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, we must be the change we wish to see in the world. Finally, know that within you lies the power to create the future for others. The future we create is not yours alone. Your decisions and actions will impact families, neighbors, colleagues at work, community and schools, places of worship, state, nation, and ultimately the world. Engage in the critical dialogue of topics that are pertinent to you, your community, and the lives of others. Support the sharing of ideas and perspectives, and continue to explore those that differ from your own. Show compassion and empathy for the human condition, and promote opportunity for all. Your assignment to create the future is a challenge one, but it's not impossible, and it's not yours to face alone. The College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences has a vision statement that I hope you will adopt as you create the future. It consists of 4 words: empowering minds and strengthening communities. Now, one final thing about your assignment. It has no due date, or precisely, it's due every day. Each day is a step forward. Each day moves further into our shared future. President Lyndon Johnson wrote, "Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose." I know that the future in the hands of the class of 2023, we are winning tomorrow. Now, our student speaker has an interesting past in his bachelor's degree. His high school years includes professional theater, performances in To Kill a Mockingbird in Cincinnati, Cleveland, and St. Louis, plus productions at Cincinnati Playhouse and the Parks Dayton Human Race Theater. He has co-written musicals as well as New York cabaret shows. In 2005, he was part of the first mother-son team to compete in The Amazing Race. He worked in market research for 2 decades, earned a degree in culinary arts from Le Cordon Bleu, and worked in test kitchens for California Pizza Kitchen. After graduating from Hamilton High School in 1997, he began studying at Miami, taking classes on the Hamilton and Oxford campuses, but left in December of 2000. In 2016, he completed his associate degree from Miami, but the rest of his story best comes from him. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 speaker, Mr. Patrick Vaughn.
Thank you. Good afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2023. It's an honor to be the student speaker for the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science. I want to thank everyone who made this day possible. I honestly can't believe this day is finally happening. I started my journey at Miami in the fall of 1997 with blonde hair. And here I am graduating 26 years later with gray hair. Thanks, Miami Plan. I think maybe I was selected for this speech because I'm a non-traditional student, or because I attended Miami last century and this century, or because I took classes on the regional campuses, in the Oxford campus, as well as the E-campus. Honestly, the university probably chose me because after all these years, the only thing I haven't done at Miami is graduate. I returned in the fall of 2022 to finish my BA in English Studies after working for a market research firm for 20 years. Most of my work involved transcription, so over the years, I dreaded the day that AI would make me obsolete. Occasionally, I would even be tasked with reviewing the software that was designed to replace me. There was a constant sense of AI is coming. And then one day it happened. A year ago, 67 of us were summoned to a massive Zoom call and laid off by a person that we had never seen before. Within a month, my department was closed, and my midlife crisis began to manifest itself in the form of Miami University. Fortunately, most of you haven't found yourself in that position. At least I hope not. But our individual stories are all different, and they've all led us here today. I withdrew from classes at Miami just before my senior year, way back in 2000. At the time, I was young and eager to get out into the world, and I didn't recognize the value of a liberal arts education or a college degree. Over the years, though, I came to recognize the importance of that education. There were jobs that I couldn't apply for, and promotions that I didn't get because I didn't have a bachelor's degree. But beneath that, there was also that nagging sense that I had not reached my potential. Cut to that Zoom call last summer, and that tragic moment became transformative. Losing my job became one of the best things that ever happened to me because it led me back here, ultimately. When I learned that I could complete my degree at Miami Regionals by taking online courses from my home in California, it seemed like this was a sign that it was time to finish what I started. I felt like I was ready to take on the challenge of being a student again at the age of 44. This time around, I got more involved, though, at Miami, even completing an internship with the Department of Literatures, Languages, and Writing from 2,000 miles away. I'm so thankful that my journey led me back here at a time when I could appreciate these opportunities. Sometimes, over the years, I have wished that I could travel back in time and just shake my younger self and say, finish your degree. However, I think if I'd accomplished it back then, it just wouldn't have had the same meaning as it does to me today. Now, I understand that a liberal arts education allows you to take on a critical thinking position, a stance that artificial intelligence isn't able to do. AI can do a lot. It might replace some of our jobs. But how we make meaning in the world is not the same as how AI makes meaning with an algorithm. With a college degree, specifically a Miami University degree grounded in the liberal arts, we have skills that robots never can. When we face uncertainty, we will always have this education and the ability to be critical, creative, and collaborative. We'll have the skills to adapt to the rapid changes in our world and to solve the complex problems that face us. As we think about everything that has brought us to the Miami Regionals, and in some cases brought us back here, and as we reflect today on the memories we're going to have of Miami after we graduate, all the friends that we've made in class, our families who supported us, and the hard work that we put in, the professors who acknowledged this, these are the moments that truly matter, and you can't really AI that stuff. If you had told me in 1997 that I would be in the graduating class of 2023, I would have been horrified. But I've learned that it's never too late to finish the things that we start. Life is always going to be uncertain, but we've got to learn to be okay with it and control what we can. With college degrees, we will be able to better control our own destinies and navigate the uncertain path ahead with strength, ingenuity, and intelligence that is not artificial. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. Congratulations to us.
Patrick, thank you for that presentation, and congratulations on completing your path to a Miami baccalaureate degree. It is now my pleasure to introduce alumni speaker, Miss Wendy Waters Connell. Wendy is a graduate of New Miami High School who earned her undergraduate nursing degree from Miami and a master's in science in nursing administration from Wright State. She furthered her education in nursing home administration with the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and also has professional certifications in aging services risk management and professional fundraising. Her professional career began at Fort Hamilton as Director of Nursing, followed by 18 years as CEO of Quaker Heights Care Community in Waynesville. Today, she is CEO of the YWCA Hamilton in 2018 and has reaffirmed the organization's dedication to eliminating racism and empowering women by expanding all programs and services. Wendy's latest project is a brand new campus with permanent supportive housing for chronically homeless, disabled adults and emergency domestic violence shelter units. Wendy now serves on several local, state, and national boards and communities for organizations like the Ohio Domestic Violence Network, Women Walking West, Ohio Council of YWCAs, YWCA USA, Hamilton Pride, and the Greater Hamilton Coalition Against Hate. I am pleased to present to you our alumni speaker, Ms. Wendy Waters Connell.
I thank Vice President and Dean Dr. Andy Durajaye, and all the esteemed professors, educators, and staff at Miami University Regionals for the invitation to speak at this graduation ceremony. To those of you on the floor, I congratulate you on arriving at this moment in time, and I am honored to be a part of your journey. Many of you may be thinking right at this moment, now what? Parker Palmer, a Quaker teacher and activist, wrote about this in his book, Let Your Life Speak, when he said about his own experience, quote, "There are moments when it is clear to me that the life I am living is not the same as the life that wants to live in me. In those moments, I sometimes catch a glimpse of my true life. It is like a hidden river beneath the ice. And I wonder, what am I meant to do? Who am I meant to be?" He is addressing the great anxiety we all feel at some point in our life about our purpose. I hope my story will help you think differently about your purpose, and I hope to challenge you to believe in 3. This is a trigger warning. I'm going to touch upon some difficult topics, such as racism and childhood trauma. So please pay attention to your emotional needs and breathe. Stay with me and keep the phrase, "believe in 3" in your mind, and it will be clear in the end why this matters. During the first days of elementary school, after I said my name, Wendy Waters, I looked different enough for others to say, "Are you Indian?" Some of my childhood classmates taunted, "Uh-oh, you gonna scalp us?" Usually followed by a war whoop or a worse female slur. By the 5th grade, I wanted to assimilate, and I cut off all of my long brown hair. I did not talk about my identity unless I was asked. It wouldn't be until the day I became a mother that my desire to outwardly embrace my heritage began to burn inside me. You see, I had the option of stepping away from racism just by merely changing my hair or my wardrobe. But being a mother stirred a deep calling inside me to help my children live in a world with more understanding and more compassion. My childhood experiences impacted my worldview about race. It changed me, but there were other factors that shaped me. I lived with secrets that happened behind closed doors. Significant numbers of adverse childhood experiences plagued my sense of safety and my ability to see a future. To the outside world, it looked like I was fine. But on the inside, I just wanted to survive and to get out. Head down, blend in, move forward. Statistically speaking, 60% of us in this arena have a similar history, so I know I'm not alone on this stage. The knowledge of my early story is important for you to hear in order for you to understand how important the next part is. I'm going to tell you about 3 incredible people who poured into me. None of them knew about my hidden pain. The first person to pour into me was Stephanie Darbyshire, my high school freshman English, speech, and drama teacher at New Miami. She asked me, "Where do you want to go to college? What do you want to study?" Circumstances and survivor mode prevented me from thinking about that possibility. So I responded, "I don't know, and I'm pretty sure I'm not smart enough to go to college, even if I had the money." Mrs. Darbyshire then voiced a life-changing statement. She said, "You can go to college. You need to work hard for the next 4 years, and we will find scholarships for you." I looked down and away because this seemed like an impossibility. Then she said it, "I believe in you." In that instance, I wanted to believe her. I did what she told me to do, and a scholarship for a nursing degree was applied to the Miami University nursing program at the regional campuses. This is where you might think the Cinderella and fairy godmother story ends, and the clarity of the Palmer questions emerge. It does not. The rigor of the nursing program and working 2 part-time jobs was not something I was prepared for, and at the beginning of the 2nd year, I had an existential crisis. My nursing instructor nearly failed me, and she said, "You are unfocused and disorganized. You're not very serious about your studies, and I'm unconvinced you want this." One thought exploded in my head. My God, she can see the real me, and I don't belong here, and I can't do this. Weeping in the office of the next clinical instructor, I said, "I'm on a scholarship. If I don't pass, I have to pay that back, and I don't have it. I'm at a dead end." Dr. Jean Dockery, a wise and gentle nursing professor, inhaled deeply and sat back in her creaking office chair and said, "I need you to do what I tell you to do, and I promise you, I will let you know if you can't cut it." On the first day of her clinical rotation, she assigned me to a 6'4", 400-pound redheaded truck driver who was the father of 4 children and the only income earner for his family. The day before, he had suffered a traumatic amputation at the shoulder working on his rig. He was 1 day post-op and allergic to tape. He needed massive dressing changes, monitoring for complications, and psychosocial emotional support for the life-saving accident he had just survived. Dr. Dockery said, "Develop a written care plan for your patient that includes a summary about the potentially fatal complication of disseminated intravascular coagulation. You will present this to your peers during the post-conference. Do you have any questions?" I could tell she was aware of my flawed sense of self. Seeing my trembling hands, Dr. Dockery calmly said, "You can do this. You have what it takes. I believe in you." The second person to say, "I believe in you." She poured into me and gave me the opportunity not to treat a complicated patient, but to give me the opportunity to believe in myself. I did graduate from Miami University with a bachelor's degree in nursing, and I went on to work in ICU. I rapidly accepted ever-growing leadership positions. Dr. Jean Dockery saved me from hopelessness, the true killer of resilience. The third woman to pour into me was yet another Miami nursing professor, and while she had influence on me while I was a student, it was a remarkable crossing of our paths many years later that altered my life's course. 12 years after graduating from Miami, I would become a CEO for the first time. On my first day at Quaker Heights, I spotted a familiar face in the audience who was a member of the board of directors. So yes, one of my 12 bosses. It was Dr. Eugenia Mills, the former chair of the nursing department. She said that serving as a board member was part of her faith and calling because Quaker Heights was the first in the state to welcome AIDS patients in the late 1980s. I watched her act on behalf of those who had the least. I watched her navigate strong, divergent views in a boardroom and foster consensus. During this time, I thought I could see the river beneath the ice. I wanted to be like Dr. Eugenia Mills, and my expectation was I was going to retire from Quaker Heights. I was wrong. When the opportunity to become the CEO of YWCA Hamilton emerged and what I thought was the pinnacle of my work journey, it was Dr. Eugenia Mills who helped me discern the decision to accept this new role and leave the organization I had been a part of for 19 years. My former nursing professor urged me to quiet my mind and let the answer surface. I did, and the decision to move to a mission of eliminating racism and empowering women was perfectly clear. The position was an exact match of my values and my passions. She helped me see what I was meant to do. Because she poured into me, I could finally see the river beneath the ice. My current position requires me to tap everything I have ever experienced, professionally and personally. All of me is needed for this work: the raw, the traumatized, the healed, scarred, vulnerable, the determined, and the driven. I draw upon the intersectionality of my identities as female, survivor, raised in perceived poverty, a descendant of Native Americans and Europeans, a leader, auntie, sister, wife, mother, kokum, the Cree word for grandmother. I now draw upon this self-confidence and knowledge because 3 mentors shaped their wisdom and poured into me with their support, and I was transformed. Parker Palmer, in the opening quote, was speaking about the power of understanding that life is not about goals and achievement, but rather a gift of knowledge and experience to be received and then shared. Palmer was challenging us to understand that the life that wants to live in us is about raising others up. I stand here today knowing that I have a debt to be paid to those who helped me. My tribute to those 3 who raised me up was to do the same for 3 more. I'm up to 6 because they made me an overachiever. I hope my story inspires you to be open to this next request. I am now challenging you, all of you on the floor, and all of you in this auditorium and on this stage, to believe in 3. You have many years ahead of you to grow your skills, your competency, and wisdom. When you have done well, commit to raising 3 more individuals. And when they have done well, challenge them to do the same. The unspoken bridge of humanity's future is based on a sacred trust that the next generation can make the world better if we lift them up. We must continue to lift them up. Class of 2023, believe in 3. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Waters-Connell. We are proud of each and every one of our graduates we are recognizing here today, and we know you all enthusiastically agree. We will now begin the presentation of degrees so that each student and their loved ones can enjoy the special moment and hear their name being called, smile, text, tweet, or hug the person sitting next to you when your graduate's name is called. But please, don't cheer and clap until all the graduates are recognized. Now, I know you all are not going to listen to me, but I am required to say that beforehand. Department chairs, will you please join me in congratulating the graduates? I now ask Dr. John Foran to come to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. John Foran, and on behalf of the faculty in the Department of Justice and Community Studies, it is my great privilege today to honor our graduates in the fields of criminal justice, forensic science, forensic investigation, and nonprofit and community studies. Congratulations to each of you and to your families on reaching this important milestone in your lives, and we wish you the very best as you now move forward from Miami, fully prepared to make meaningful contributions both to your chosen professions and to the public good. Graduates from the Department of Justice and Community Studies, please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Nicholas Clay Dalton Landedrost. Ezekiel Mark Chenoweth. Cody William Brown. Alexander John Van Welden. Daniel Thomas Johnson. Sydney Zhao Ring. Hannah Lynn Armentrout. Diana Garcia. Zitain Gon. Elizabeth Marie Murdoch. Agni Ngainzi. James Mark Madgett.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Mert Pal, Dr. Mert Pal. As the Chair of Engineering Technology, I'm happy to inform you that our engineering technology graduates are ready to serve as leaders who will make significant contributions to the practice of engineering in the world. On behalf of the Department of Engineering Technology, I would like to congratulate all of them and letting them know that we are so proud of them and excited to see things that they will be doing and make the world a better place for all humans. Now, would the graduates of the Department of Engineering Technology please rise and come forward to be recognized? Now.
Brenda Adam Kang Leakey. Colin Lee Fuel. Amadou Diop. Luke Daniel Adams. Hunter Soren Boer. Gordon Robert Winland III. Michael Vanderwright. Justin Antonio Colon Figueroa. Zane David Shomar. Corey Allen Coates. Trevor Michael Jones. Megan Iris Davis. Jonai Raleigh. Mason James Rule. Randy Feng. Charles William Watkins. Bryce Nils Osborne. Nicholas Adam Gardner. Ryan Andrew Golombeski. Jonathan Bryant Regner. Mason Lee Stack. Rachel Ellen Greenberg. Alexa D. Rose England. Ming Su Lin. Thomas Eugene Rink III. Connor W. Engel. Eduardo Medina. Abel Bayen. Merve Kavoda.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Stephanie Nicely, Chair in the Department of Nursing. On behalf of the faculty and staff and the department, we would like to recognize our graduates and congratulate them on their amazing accomplishments. Graduates, today we celebrate you, along with all of the family and friends who have walked alongside this journey with you. We would know that you are going to make significant contributions to the nursing profession. At this time, we would like for all of the graduates in the Department of Nursing to please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Maggie Deshay Dorsey. Olivia Faith Hensley. Julia Marie Lewis. Allison Elizabeth Kobe. Ashley Ann Glass. Ryan James Lawson. Virginia Elizabeth Sims Royston. Jory Baum. Olivia Rochelle Baker. Catherine Marie Groth. Morgan Elizabeth Reinalski. Juliana Rose Rumiel. Elizabeth Ann Wallenberg. Abigail Rose Gilbert. Alexander Trester Klein. Ashley Grace Fine Hagen. Catherine Sloan Rendelman. Morgan Victoria Beeler. Anna Hayes Burke. Lillian Mary Studelberg. Olivia Grace Gainey. Megan Patricia DeLansrow. Molly Elizabeth Ferguson. Sarah Grace Klenke. Lucille Catherine Ignofo. Catherine Marie Waters. Nicholas Avery Coons. Jordan Scott Walter. Grant McKay Whitaker. Philip Reese Worstel. McKenna Martin Brooks. Greta McKay Garber. Nicole Hara. Chloe Catherine Carey. Haley Marie Fitzpatrick. Rachel Lynn Ruffin. Molly Elizabeth Pettit. Elizabeth J. Eigen. Alicia J. Nook. Sienna Nicole Pinkerton. Olivia Rose Curran. Madeline M. Wells. Sydney Nicole Ashline. Alyssa Rose Patterson. Sophia Fatisha Alfieri. Kate Eureka Boardman. Natalie Lauren Ekstrand. Jackson Ross Parker. Jordan Nicole Darling. Abby Elizabeth McCracken. Asia Ann Foreman. Ashley Elizabeth Shane. Morgan Marie Green. Olivia Lauren Scott. Emily Jennifer Lowhurst. Kayla Grace Bird. Alexandra Mia Sakaguchi. Madeline Abigail Shatterbeck. Gianna Victoria Zamora. Claire Marie Abdallah. Kelly Fung. Emily Grace Nolenberger. Savannah Lee Donnelly. Abigail Elizabeth Smith. Brielle Lynn Bornhurst. Lucy Madison Mainquist. Corinne Schuler Vanderwood. Allison Kate Newman. Veronica Marie Lennon. Mia Lynn Matriano. Maham Qureshi. Jessica Nicole Chappell. Anna Rose Herbst. Victoria Marie Childers. Macy Bergado. Kaylin Renee Frazee. Katie Marie Bassler. Jessica Lynn Boland. Savannah Marie Sharp. Ashton Lane Thurman. Faith Amber Burnett. Madison Connolly. Natalie Blaine Subel. Rebecca Schmidt. Emily Rita Tosher. Madeline Dugan Miller. Caroline Beth Lerner. Maria Elise Sharp. Kelsey Ray Emmertrace. Sabrina Aiden Stern. Peyton Marie Gigello. Alexandria Ray Phelps. Alexis K. Durbin. Kelly Danielle Fultz. Kayla Marie Cook. Kendall Page Haven. Maggie Ann Hardawig. Elodie Claire Lumesi Nomini. Alexander Ja Miko. Samantha Abigail Nickel. Hannah Bambos. Lila Day. Aaliyah Lachey Glass. Logan Elizabeth Campbell. Bailey Michelle Newkirk. Haley Madison Wilson. Caitlin Nicole Moore. Kaylee Brooke Moore. Sarah Lynn Ballard. Noelle May Greenyoung. Samantha Lee Davis. Rachel Elizabeth Edwards. Peyton Laurel Gillen. Faith Anna Elizabeth Morgan. Brittany Alexandra Brown. Erica Courtney Lee. William Ray Fitzpatrick. Jaden Thornsberg. Nathaniel Diaz-Dodo Galpon Velasco. April I. Thomas. Carissa Martin. Dana Odrea Baines. Caleb Daniel Worth. Sydney Paige Wilson. Nicole Ann Begley. Laxmi Payakurel. Jordan Michaela Wolfenbarger. Jody Tatro. Megan Ann Mattingly. Zoe Elizabeth Sophie Shank. Ashley N. Taylor. Lydia Renee Ritchie. Carly Chenoweth Kinser. Danielle Elizabeth Etheridge. Peyton Elaine Porter Robinson. Gogo Karangwa.
On behalf of Dr. Marianne Murphy, Chair of the Department of Computer and Information Technology, we are excited to join all of the students in this celebration. With the graduates of the Department of Computer and Information Technology, please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Marwan Sayed. Garrett Glenn Ramsey. Gage Albrecht. Kevin Robert Johnson. Jared Clinton Bradley. Austin Michael Gill. Faria Sultana.
Good afternoon. My name is Ted Light. I am Chair of the Department of Commerce. On behalf of the entire Commerce Department, we want to congratulate all our graduates for their accomplishments. Will the Commerce Department graduates please rise and come forward for recognition?
Jamie Lee Foltz. Amanda Renee Kimbrell. Nancy Abu Deer. Jacob Brewer. Anna Marie Perry. Evelyn Akon. Jackson Andrew Jacobs. John Allen Back III. Eric Glabe. Kayla Mackenzie Smith. Jesse Tyler Branson. Brian Joseph Miller. Barbara Michelle Teague. Brendan Williams. Joseph Ryan Epperhart. Sydney I. Fan. Kayla Marie Miller. Trevor Lee House. Nicholas Alexander House. Noah Michael Wolfenbarger. Emma Catherine Louise Stegerwald. Catherine Elizabeth Meckler. Skylar Aline Brown. Emily Savannah Sauer. Megan Elizabeth Oliver. Kaylin Marie Curcio. Bernard Maxwell Joseph Bernadsky. Gabriel Taylor Allen. Garrett Albrecht. Samantha Johansson Geary. Sydney Alexandra Herka. Bryce Anthony Holian. Jeremy Tyler Davidson. Anmin Wahong. Cavante Marquis Fuller. Zayu Zhu. Peyton Allen Van Winkle. Zhen Xu. Lijie Zhao. Timothy C. Okemery. Yichen Lin. Yuke Tong. Boyu Chen. Yichen Pan. Cody J. Michael Glazier. Nisu. Shiki John. Kenshi Chen. Yuchao Wang.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Leland Spencer, Chair of the Department of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies. On behalf of my department, we are honored to celebrate our graduates in Integrative Studies, Liberal Studies, Communication Studies, and Health Communication. Would the graduates of the Department of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Reagan Elisa Mason. Suman Raj. Shayna Shanae Bulmer. Angel Fussner. Amber Denise Kahn. Jessica Rose Preeser. Tony Michelle Slusher. Olivia Marie Wiles. Nicole Esquerdo. Grace Elizabeth Carr. Kylie R. Bourne. Daniela Rios. Rhonda D. Fleetwood. Paulina Campos Arjanda. Gabrielle Rose Williams. Olivia R. Garrison. Madeline Renee Howe. Devin Tyler Seniors. Clayton Jarvis Walter. Mia Elizabeth Jakowski. Amanda Paige Wilson. Kaylor Matthew Jarvis. Marshall Carl Philman. Yuya Thon. Michael J. Holmes. Jennifer Ayari Batista. Noah Gregory Benson.
Hello, my name is Dr. Beth Dietz, Chair of the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences. I join my whole department in congratulating all graduates on your tremendous success. Would the graduates of the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Donna Warischek. Estefani Barrera Gallen. Jessica Ann Frazee. Elizabeth Deborah Skeens. Briella Sole Davis. Hannah Ray Tillery. Taylor A. Dunn. Isabella Nicole Dunn. Yarasmeli Candelario Mata. Jessica M. Ward. Brianna Noel Barnes. Michael James Watkins. Tiffany Michelle Stewart.
Hello, my name is Dr. Paul Harding. I'm the chair of the Department of Biological Sciences. We are honored today to recognize and congratulate our students' accomplishments. Would the graduates of the Department of Biological Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized?
You have a name card? Rest of the people are rich. King Joseph Goss. Landon Joseph Day. Ryan Randall. Savannah Lekis Beckham Pate. Emily Elizabeth Horner. Haley Elizabeth Cash. Michael Vincent Garcia. Zachary Tyler Haney. Joseph Michael Zinio. Rachel Ann Muller. Hai Chi Win.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Susan Spellman, Chair of the Department of Humanities and Creative Arts. On behalf of the faculty, I am proud to celebrate our talented and creative graduate, each of whom is well prepared to help build and collaboratively advocate for their communities. Will the graduate from the Department of Humanities and Creative Arts please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Oh, I love it too. Yeah, it's okay. Anybody else? Whitney? Yep.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Whitney Womack Smith, Chair of the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Writing. I am privileged to recognize the graduates with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English Studies. They are an outstanding group of students. Will the graduates from the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Writing please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Michaela Riley Maldonado. Connor Xavier Kading. Olivia Tate Grumble. Abigail Marie Schmidt. Kay De Leon Mendez. Anika M. Baldwin. Madeline Elizabeth Dooley. Alina Raven Sears Whitmire. It's you. And Patrick Justin Vaughn.
Hello, my name is Dr. Gary Bowyer, Chair of the Department of Education and Society. On behalf of the entire faculty, I am proud to honor all other graduates in attendance today. With the graduates of pre-kindergarten education, Associates of Arts programs, and all other degree programs joining us today, please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Tiffany Renee Lucky. Kayla Lynn Mast. Tara Marie Smith. Kennedy Faith Day. Abigail Marie Hobbs. Alika Lorraine Franklin. Casey Cade Heftel. Shirley Correa Rosario. That's it.
Would all the graduates please rise as you are able? It is with the greatest pleasure and pride that I present Miami University's newest alumni, the class of 2023. We are nearing the end of our ceremony. The graduates will recess with the faculty and staff after the singing of the alma mater. We invite you all to join in the singing. The words of music are in your program. We ask the audience to remain where they are until after the graduates have recessed, and then we invite you all to join us for a reception in the Gogan practice rink. Graduates, as we close this afternoon, allow me to share with you Nelson Mandela's quote. What counts as life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. And now, please rise as you are able for the Miami University alma mater.